Hello all, just checking in. It's ISO day 26, 26 days, 26 days of this isolation. Anyway, that's what we're going on. It's not all bad. We getting work done. We're still getting a paycheck, so we're not too gravely affected at this point, although I do have sad news to report. The other day, my associate, Fort Peiffer, mentioned that he had seen evidence of dogs anyway, you remember the show Planet of the Apes? Well, that show, as it turns out, it was like 1971 or so, I don't know, a long time ago, and apparently somewhat clairvoyant, except they got a little bit wrong. It's not the apes. It's the dogs. It's the dogs. And Carl had mentioned on a post that he saw evidence that there were dogs kind of taking over, and they were actually taking humans for walks. Kind of scary. But I started noticing after he said that, and I started getting a little concerned. I saw some evidence of it in the neighborhood, and believe it or not, went for a walk just the other day yesterday with my wife and our two dogs, and I'm sad to report this Mexican beer virus has worked its way into the Burk household, and it's a bit of a sad day, but I'm confident we'll get through it. But when we were out walking, this is tricky to say, I want to say when we were out walking the dogs, but what I noticed was while we were out was Bo, our oldest dog, was actually taking my wife for a walk. Yeah, anywhere he wanted to stop, he stopped. She tried to keep moving, didn't matter. What he wanted went. He got what he wanted. He was clearly in charge, and has been from that point on. Today, just 20 minutes ago, as a matter of fact, I was downstairs, the kitchen. We finished up our ISO dinner, and Teresa's doing some dishes, and the dog is licking the dishes out of the dishwasher. Teresa was standing a foot away. She couldn't say anything because he's in charge. He's in charge. This is what's scaring me. Anyway, I'm confident he'll recover. Hopefully symptoms will go away after about 2 weeks, and we can get back to being in charge in this house. I'm just worried about when Frank gets it, because when Frank gets to be in charge, he's got a much stronger personality, and things could get ugly. But anyway, as for last night, my attempt to make it to Fort Peiffer, it was a fail, as I said, but, I'm going to try again. I've got a new plan for tonight. Last night, it was just too far. It was just too far. I had a suitcase, a heavy suitcase, 14 days worth of goods, and trying to go all the way to his house. I got halfway there, almost, not quite halfway. If I would have got halfway there, I would have kept going. But I was almost halfway, and I knew I couldn't go another step without having to release my breath before I got to one property to the other. So I came back. I made it. It was fun to be on the outside for a moment. But that being said, I think I have a plan for tonight that'll work. It's a faster plan. My legs are only so good, but I'm 54 years old. I mean, I'm not a track star anymore, Anyway, that's it for now. Just wanted to keep you updated. I will have another post later this evening. I have to wait for cover of darkness because you can't be seen, there's people out there. And what I'm being told, people are deadly, and you don't want to have contact with them. That's why I'm trying to make it to Fort Peiffer to see the Peifers, make sure everything's okay over there. It's these times they're getting tougher by the moment. Anyway, good checking in with you. Keep your eyes out for my next post, and hopefully next time you see me, I'll have Mr. Carl Peiffer, Comrade Peiffer. His head will be right about here, and he'll be saying hello too. So take care, y'all.